It's an odd, even contradictory theory. Someone you admire will attract more attention the more you ignore them. The adage "absence makes the heart grow fonder" is undoubtedly familiar to you. But what happens when that absence is intentional? That is, when you are playing a game with someone else or yourself. We might persuade ourselves that ignoring someone we find attractive will make us look more desirable, mysterious even. But the truth is, this usually backfires in ways we least expected. Ignoring someone at first can feel like control. You keep your emotions buried and leave nothing for them to hang on to. You might strongly believe, if I don't show them how much I like them, they'll chase me. However, this approach can quickly cause irritation, not only for the person you are neglecting but also for yourself. Suppression of emotions does not simply vanish, they fester. Ideas about the person, what they are doing, whether they are considering you, and should they have noticed your absence, fill your head. Ironically, the more you try to drive them out of your head, the more room they seem to occupy. Human psychology here is interesting. When we ignore someone we admire, we believe we are shielding ourselves from disappointment or rejection. But what usually happens is the reverse. We really grow more engulfed in those feelings rather than liberated from them. Your mind begins to go back over every exchange, wondering if you should have said something different. You overanalyze their answers, attempting to decipher whether they care about you as much as you do about them. It becomes a draining mental game where the outcome you desire is improbable. Unspoken emotions can produce a kind of emotional turbulence. You can find yourself daydreaming about what might have been if only you had been more forthright. You tell yourself that ignoring them will make them want you more, but often it only leaves both of you perplexed. Ignoring someone can lead to distance, not the sort that fuels longing, but rather the kind that develops barriers. It seems as though every moment of stillness becomes another stone in a barrier that wasn't necessary. The conventional wisdom is that playing hard to get works, that by cutting affection, you enhance your appeal. However, this strategy only truly succeeds when the other person recognizes the potential for affection, when they know you like them, even if you are moving slowly. People cannot read minds. Hence, if you are really ignoring them or not expressing your emotions, they will conclude you are simply not interested. Ultimately, they will stop looking for a signal. Ignoring someone you admire could also have unexpected emotional effects for you. It might cause remorse and anxiety. Your behavior may make you uncomfortable and cause you to doubt whether you are treating the other person fairly. It's a two-edged blade. While you're caught in this mental tug-of-war, the person you're neglecting could be moving on and believing you don't care about them. You grow more nervous about the prospect of losing them completely the more you attempt to ignore them. Now, this does not mean you should flaunt your heart on your sleeve at all times. In a relationship, patience and timing yourself have enormous significance. However, there is a thin line that separates reserve from evasion. Instead of trying to control the circumstances by ignoring someone, gently and sincerely expressing your feelings will yield significantly greater success. Being honest and transparent has some merits. It's about letting yourself be vulnerable enough to show someone how you feel. Vulnerability is a sign of strength, of being willing to take a risk for the sake of the relationship, not weakness. That can miss out on the opportunity for something real the more you discount the one you enjoy. While you play it cool, they may be wondering if you ever cared and moving on to find someone who will welcome them warmly. Love and desire are about connection, meeting someone halfway, and being yourself, not who can withhold the most. Ignoring someone ultimately accentuates rather than helps the emotions pass. It leaves you feeling distant from yourself as well as from the person you admire, thereby making a distance difficult to bridge. Ignoring your emotions means you are denying yourself the chance to encounter something maybe lovely, you are ignoring a part of you. Despite the fear of exposing oneself, the advantages of gaining visibility and understanding surpass any fleeting influence you may gain by maintaining a safe distance. Therefore, the next time you find yourself tempted to overlook someone you love, back off and think about the true goals you are aiming for. Are you erecting pointless obstacles or safeguarding yourself? Remember, we form the strongest bonds through transparency and honesty, not through the games we play to protect our hearts. If this resonated with you, please feel free to leave a comment. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with me today. And if you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to like and subscribe for more thoughts like these. Keep connected, be true to yourself, and remember, love works best when it's real.